Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing pretty good. Hope everyone's healthy. I don't know what happened today, dude, but you guys will probably see it in my eyes. I slept fine. I hydrated all day. I had like 3 or 4 glasses of water even before noon. 1 cup of coffee. I ate right today. Just feel fucking tired. I don't know, maybe something like, just maybe things are catching up with me a little bit, but super tired. Don't know why. Honestly, love the name of this board, the Andromeda. It's a nice board. It's a classic board. I like it a lot. What in the world are you doing with an Andromeda? It's a client board. We're fixing it up. So basically, I already did most of the fixing up beforehand because honestly, I wasn't too keen on streaming earlier. I was gonna actually stream all the process, but bro, oh man, like I said, today has been like crazy for me. I don't know what it is. I'm so tired, dude. Is the building a whole galaxy today? I wish, but yeah, I just was like on autopilot most of the day, and then even at like 4 o'clock, I'm like, should I go have a nap? I don't nap very often, but I didn't nap. I just sat down on my phone. But yeah, it was kind of necessary, to be honest. I don't know what happened. World building is bleeding in. Hello, by the way, just sent out the Delco. Sounds good, Bruno. Stoked, dude. Very, very stoked. Yeah, we're building a client's Andromeda. Basically, what happened with this one here is, I'm assuming the client just obviously wants to switch switches. I think they had Zaku's, which honestly didn't sound like bad, but they sounded like long pull switches. And then I guess the original owner of this board had PE foam inside of it, which, oh my god. Kind of glad I didn't have to show you guys this part. I'm also going to be peeling these guys off. They're kind of the Band-Aids. They put like every mod possible on this Andromeda. And dude, every mod possible. So I managed to get most of it off safely because the PE sheet was like adhered. I think it had like a very medium adhesive to it. I don't recall the Andromeda ever having PE foam, but we got rid of it because the client didn't want it. And next we're gonna get rid of these, which I can't wait to not touch these again. Band-Aid mod is just so unnecessary in keyboards. Rubbing alcohol. I already did rubbing alcohol. I gave it like a big wipe. But yeah, it was kind of gross. But I might have to get some more actually for these. I meant to take them off earlier, but then I went to go take a nap. So, just got here that at 1.6 or 1.2. You know what? I think this might be a 1.2 mil PCB. Which, if by some weird reason the GMK stabs don't fit nicely on it, I have shims that we're gonna use. I have those extra somewhere else. So. But first, let's start with these. The Andromeda is a nice color, though. It's like I think this is like the gunmetal one. I think. Yeah, it's nice. Andromeda side profile, looking at pretty sexy. Beautiful, beautiful. I think my camera focus is a little bit off right now, but it's fine. We'll just deal with it today. I'm too tired to change anything. Yeah, everything here is client request. Everything here. I recently used QMK stabs on 1.2 and didn't have any issues without shims. Oh, I mean, that's pretty good news then, because honestly, I hate using shims. Oops. Other than that, man, today, me and Manoli rushed to get the K video done for you guys. So, in case no one wants to digest the whole entire stream, we did the video for you. I stayed up last night to record a short form video for the K, just to show people some different, I guess, sides of it that's not from Monaco. And now the K is about to be packed up and shipped back. So I didn't get a whole lot of time with it. But got some time with it, I guess. It is what it is. It is indeed what it is. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Almost as sexy as you, sir. We're going to be using a pretty nice keycap set for this, which is Retro Mix Lights. Which is an awesome set. Honestly, I hate doing these stabs, but okay. We're going to have to take these all apart. I think we need 5 sets total. My keyboard journey has come to an end. Thank you for everything you've done for the community. Oh, man. Jots, gonna say, I'm gonna miss you, dude. I hope you don't be a stranger. But I'm glad that you either found the keyboard you like, or whatever circumstances have arose, good or bad. Love you, dude. Don't be a stranger, though. It's something to say. Is Retro Mix Lights available? I don't think it's available anymore. I don't think so. Don't be a stranger, my friend. That's all. The poo-poo set? You just... Wait, why is it called the poo-poo set? Since when is that a thing? Mostly due to financial reasons. I'll still be watching your streams from time to time. I get that, dude. Honestly, this economy is pretty fucking weird. I get it, though. But Jotes, love you, dude. I wish you all the best. Again, whenever you tune in here, don't be a stranger to say hi. Favorite long pole linears? Okay, I'm a little mixed up between both. I think I prefer Obscuras, but then I kind of prefer cream sodas more. It's between one of the two. Also, I have a question for you guys. Did you guys watch that clip that Insty put in Discord yesterday night about my chip tier list? Unsure if you guys watched that or not. Insty, do you want to link it here? Hello, friends. Hope everyone's having a good day. Cappuccino, I'm doing pretty good today. Just tired. I think you figured out how to disassemble them. Yes, they need force and then to be lifted on one side. So basically, you have to do this. You have to go pull up. It'll stop. Then push forward, where the wire would sit, and then you pull up again. Although I don't know if this does anything to this stab. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want the Alhambra set. It looks so good. Which one's that one there? No, okay. I have a meeting after this stream. And then I bought myself a bag of chips. I have myself some soda water. And I'm going to watch the last Ahsoka episode, okay? What brand and flavor? That's crazy that you asked me what flavor, Adam. That's crazy. It's original. I don't do flavored chips. There's only one flavored chip that I have ever liked, and they don't sell it here no more. Pizza sounds good. What IMs am I wearing? Believe it or not, Campfire Andromedas to go with the Andromeda build that we're doing today. Old Dutch. You don't see too much Old Dutch here in Canada that much anymore. It's not as common, I'd say. You see more like Miss Vicky. Pizza sounds delicious, dude. My stomach just like, I'm not hungry right now, but my stomach's like, okay, I can warm up to that idea. We actually had a pretty, I don't want to say like big dinner, but it was filling. It's like rice and some ground beef and stuff, or ground pork and stuff like that. Hey Alex, just watched the clip of your chip tier list. You're a monster. Yeah, I get it. I honestly, I understand. I'm not gonna argue with you. I get why you'd say that. But hey, listen, let me tell you guys this. It's all preference, right? We have some of the shoppers by me has Old Dutch all the time. Is Old Dutch like I remember it? I feel like it was always like a pretty solid chip. Wait, which video was that? Here, do you guys just want to watch it together? Do I have a screen share open? Here, we'll just watch it together. Hold on, I'll get you guys the clip ready. S tier, I'm gonna go. Okay, hold on, that's loud. Let me turn this down a little bit. Okay, hold on. You know what I hate? that there's always like the popular clips and just chatting, the ones underneath that everyone has to see is always something a little bit risky. And I hate that. I don't know how they allow this stuff to be put on. Oh my God, drives me nuts. Let's just go. Okay, whatever. Yeah, it's basically booba all the time, but we're going to turn it on because we have no choice. All right, let me share the window. God, there's so many windows open. All original Alex. Did it work? It did not work. Okay, here. Here we go. Can you guys see it? Let me move it down a little bit. Hold on. It's too high. Oh my God. Too many things in the way here. All original Alex time. We're going to cut that out because you know what? All right. Here we go. S tier. I'm going to go little by little here. S tier. Cape Cod Originals. Kettle Corn Popcorners. Ruffles Originals.
Okay.
I always have Ruffles Originals on hand.
Hell yeah. Okay. Hell yeah.
All right.
Oh my God! All original.
Hey. Next up, we have original Cecil, original Peanut, and original Stack. Nothing breaks the There's nothing wrong with original chips. I don't know why Tim and Angel are laughing so hard.
There's no fucking way, bro. It's still just
Dude, okay.
S tier. I'm gonna go little by little here.
All right, you know what?
Cape Cod Originals.
I don't know why he was laughing so hard, dude. Tim laughed so hard that he.
Kettle Corn Popcorners.
Tim laughed so hard that he knocked his camera down. If you guys watch that clip again, Insty put it in the pin. He laughed so hard that he knocked his camera over. Tim is contagious. Tim slamming the camera into shots sent me. I think it was a mix of just I rarely see Tim laugh that hard, you know, because usually Tim's miserable. So it was just nice to see Tim smiling at the end of the day. Truly, that's what I took from that clip. If you guys want to take anything, it was just nice to see Tim smile once in a blue moon, you know. But Doritos are seriously trash. I don't like Doritos. Change your server nickname to Cape Cod Originals. You know what's funny about that though, Chudo? I've only had them a handful of times because I think only Bulk Barn sells them here. I don't think you find them literally anywhere else. But yeah, I just like original chips, guys. What's wrong with that? Ain't nothing wrong with just original chips. Arrow, thank you so much for the Prime, dude.
Working
I appreciate
overtime
you.
at the moment. Glad to be here watching the stream.
Dude, working overtime. I hope that goes by smoothly, dude. Original chips are just really crispy fries. Hey, Cappuccino gets it, dude. Listen, I have tried flavored chips. In fact, let me defend myself here. They have these Ruffles that are the extra ridge ones, whatever they're called, and they have the jalapeno cheddar ones. I have had those. They're really good, but I'm gonna be honest. I would never buy them over just buying regular Ruffles. In fact, the chips I bought today were just regular chips. I've tried some other flavors that were like, okay, yeah, I vibe with this, but I would never, ever once buy them over original. But I have tried them. Do you dip them in anything? I dip Tostitos into stuff. Like I like spinach dip and stuff like that, but potato chips? Oh baby. I like potato chips pure, all right? Salt, potato chip, all right? Are you eat chips on their own? No, I eat them by themselves. Guys, okay. Rowdy, thank you so much for the tier 1, dude. Nearing the 2-year anniversary
Wow,
soon.
nearing that 2-year anniversary soon. Wow.
Okay, let me tell you guys something real quick. I'm the type of guy that eats one food at a time on my plate. All right? Guardfather, thank you so much for the tier 1 for 3 months, bro. I appreciate that, man. I eat one thing at a time on my plate. I rarely mix things. Rarely. If I'm feeling a little bit loopy for the day, If I'm feeling a little bit wacky and wild, maybe. What if the food touches? I don't let them. Alex is too wholesome and pure for us, just like regular potato chips. I'm glad someone understands. I don't let them touch. And if they do touch, those get eaten last. Or usually, actually, sorry, those get eaten first because I want to get rid of them off my plate. I don't know what it is, man. It's just always been like that. You're telling me you guys don't have any weird habits? Yesterday was Hellman's Mayo and today's original chips, Sag. You're telling me you guys don't have any habits? No, I am perfect. No weird food habits that you guys have that you guys like doing. I guarantee you someone here has one. Alex with the government issue rations version chips? Damn, Dirty really just said that to me, bro. He just did me dirty. That's crazy. I am 100% vanilla. Like, you don't have anything weird, Chudo? Nothing strange, like a snack that would be considered weird? Nutella and celery? I have never heard of that one before. What's up, Bear? How you doing, man? Just like all original chips. Culinary background, I will tease. That's, you know, that's fine, Dirty. Hey, Dirty, actually, that's really cool that you have a culinary background. It's low-key pretty awesome. I didn't realize it was weird to spend minutes on spreading peanut butter jelly very evenly. Hey, guard, listen. I'm not trying to like side with you here. Like, I'm not trying to do that to be different. I also spend a lot of time making sure the peanut butter's even. I'm not kidding you, dude. I actually have a whole process that I invented when I was a kid. Basically, what I do is I take the two pieces. There's a very specific amount of peanut butter that needs to go on these two pieces in order for both of them to be even. And then I also make sure that every like nook and cranny on both sides are good. Then I flip them together and then I cut them into fours. Once I made a peanut butter sandwich for myself and I didn't cut it into fours and it didn't taste the same. I'm not even lying to you guys, it tasted different. And then I cut it into fours and it was suddenly better. I'm telling you guys, it's weird. My weird take is liking warm bread, but not like toast it. I don't think that's weird. I don't think that's weird at all. I just go with the diagonal cut. That also tastes pretty good. Diagonal works for me as well. I'm about that life. Just needs to be cut in fours. When your peanut butter hits just right, damn Skippy. Do they even sell Skippy peanut butter anymore? Sometimes toasted bread is too dry. One day I'll have the room on my counter to order that Bermuda toaster. The one that you like put a little bit of water in, like steams the bread as well. One day, but not anytime soon. Smooth or crunchy peanut butter, chat? All right, I'm gonna say something that I feel like maybe it's in my mind. Doesn't anyone here also like agree that peanut butter, maybe the only brand is Kraft, doesn't taste the same as it did like 10, 15 years ago? Like, I used to go crazy for crunchy peanut butter. In particular, there was Jif that was really good. I don't really see much. And also Skippy. Well, okay. The Kraft peanut butter spread. That's the only one that, if I still have that, it reminds me of when I was a kid. I have the like the natural peanut butter now, but I don't know. It's like, I only eat Planters. They make Planters peanut butter? I don't think I've ever seen that. It's just like Pringles. Pringles do not taste the same anymore either. I like Pringles still. Like, I'll still eat them, but definitely different. I can tell you now, if your peanut butter doesn't separate from its oils from its sitting, it ain't proper peanut butter. So I got this one. The brand was called Fatso. And I think that's my favorite brand, although I don't buy it. I buy it very seldomly because it is quite pricey. But they have a maple. You guys are probably going to hate me for saying this. They have a maple flavored version. It's so good, dude. But it's so good, man. Fatso's like $10. Listen, I was drawn in. One time cappuccino, I went down the healthy aisle. And sometimes I'm feeling a little bit, like I'm feeling fancy about my life. I'm like, I'll get one thing from the health aisle and then feel better about me, eating these foods. So I saw maple peanut butter and it was like $8. And I was like, here's my one thing. The one fun thing that we get when you go down the expensive organic health bullshit aisle. God damn, man. That peanut butter is really good. I think I've had almond butter like one time. I can't let my GF down that aisle. She becomes unhinged for all that stuff. Dude, honestly, there's a lot of nice things down that aisle. That would make me gag. I had a childhood friend that mixed maple syrup and peanut butter in a bowl. Okay, well, do you think it was the sound, right, that drove you away from that? That kind of makes sense. I would also be annoyed. I don't like that either. Average Canadian? I'll take that. Seltzer, plain chips, beige. I could actually describe this all as beige. What's your guys' favorite food in the world? Like you can never get sick of? These go in from the bottom, right? I always forget with these. Which one's that? What's that, Mochi Boy? Indian food? Okay. Carne asada fries? Okay. Thai food? Tacos? Honey, almond butter, and some banana slices on bread is based as fuck. Red shorts. Damn. Cheeseburgers? Oh, baby. A good cheeseburger. Good morning, boss. How's life treating you? There's some kind of, I don't know, man. I just woke up tired today, and then I was like, did something happen during my sleep? And I even went to bed, I feel like, at a normal time last night, and I don't know, man. I did play like a game or two of Apex. Maybe it was Apex's fault. What's the question? Fave food. I think the one thing I probably can never get sick of, like ever, would also be like a good smash burger. Cheese, onions, crispy onions as well. I like loading it up with onions, dude. I'm like, cheeseburgers and onions to me is like amazing. Have you ever de-lubed switches before? So, warbands. The best way that I found to do de-lubing is to use a solution. I don't know if they still carry it anywhere, but it was called the de-luber solution. That was the most effective way for me to get rid of the lube. Basically, all I did is you squeeze like a few drops, you let the solution do its thing, and it evaporates. I don't know if the vendor is still around that had that solution. I know they merged with someone else, but I just don't know if... Oh, sorry, not the vendor. If that product still exists. But yeah, ultrasonic cleaning is good. And then if you... Quite frankly, like... post batch one, they're so overlubed. You could even... As long as nothing is in the center well of the switch, you could just wipe it down with, like, paper towel. Like, that's really it. My solution for cleaning switches, caps, and vent parts, dish soap and warm water, rinse. Yeah, even that's fine too. I personally wouldn't spend money on an ultrasonic cleaner. I've personally never used one. Well, I've used one, but I've never felt the need to buy one. I used your code at Zepsity. You're welcome. Yo, goddamn, dude. Adam, thanks, man. They're super swamped in center well. Very disappointing for sure. Who's the menu on the melody switches again? That's really annoying to hear. Adam, you made those? Is it Athleon? See, okay. I've said this once or twice before. Athleon, great for doing the pre-lube switches. My worry with pre-lube switches is stuff like that. It's when a batch doesn't come out perfect because it's all done by machine. It's not done by hand. There's no way. Like, I personally do not believe the claims that it's done by hand. No way. I don't know if you guys also feel that way. I think at one point, I believe someone said they sent a video of people doing it by hand, but I don't believe it. Like, it's not effective. I'm with you on that. There's no way. Super overlubed as well. I'm pretty sure it's done by machine. That's the dangers of buying these super pre-lube stuff. But it doesn't seem like it happens often. But it's also why I urge you guys to just lube your own switches. You can see the brush strokes on their weird thing lube. You can see how ineffective it is.
Ooh, my moment arrived today.
Your moment? Did you buy one aftermarket? Serious, thank you so much for the tier 1, man. And you can see the brush strokes on their weird lube thing. To also see how ineffective it is. As someone who works very closely with the factories in China, I believe they could be hand lubed. My thing though, Juice, is like, okay, I hope this, like, I hope what I'm trying to say makes sense. If they were actually hand lubed, and they're still only selling them for like 5 extra cents per switch, I guess like the amount of labor you would need for that is pretty crazy. I don't fully buy it. I feel like it's just done by machine. And if it is done by hand, then I don't know. Hi, Mr. Original. Oh my god. What's up, Kenny? I know for certain B-Sun is machine lubed. Also, trying to labor is dead cheap. No, I understand that for sure. It's a lot of labor. Like, it's not, guys. Like, on a good day where I'm working fast, no distractions, even when I have stuff already cracked open, it's still like 2 hours for 70 whole switches. Let's just say hour and a half. It's, and I do this for a living. It's just not feasible to me. Like, it doesn't make sense how they can produce that many switches and say they're hand lubed. Although I want to believe it, but I also think that's also pretty crazy if it is. Harupier floats sound divine. Dude, I'm telling you, there's a good way to, if you can find your way to lube a switch, you're gonna have the best time. Hand lubing is, I know people try to avoid it, but it's so good, man. Just hand lube your switches, guys. Will the red shorts come pre-lubed? Oh, bless you. I've been into using thinner lubes lately. Yeah, you'll get a lot more character. I vary depending on what I want my board to feel like and sound like, but I use like a medium light, kind of in between light and medium coat. You could claim that salt and vinegar chips are scientifically better as it hits more flavor receptors. Add MSG and you basically have the king of chips. Dirty, it's time to make your own chip brand. It is time, my friend. Science? Restock of orange shorts. Alright. It's gonna happen, okay, guys?
Best
War bands.
Place to use my Prime sub for sure smile.
Thank you, dude. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate the very kind words there. Thank you, dude. I will be doing orange shorts. It's still on the works. Pinky swear it. Just be patient with me, okay, guys? Did you watch Ahsoka? No, guys, I did not yet. Please, no one spoil it for me. I beg of you. I haven't watched it yet. I'm gonna watch it like tonight around 10. If I don't watch it tonight, I'm gonna watch it tomorrow morning. Cause I'm kind of tired tonight. Once I Okay, once I actually watch it though, I'll let you guys know. All right. Sir says thoughts on Indian food, dude. There's a place next to me.
Been watching your YouTuber heap recently, but haven't been able to
Thank
catch
you,
many
Physics. I appreciate
streams.
that, man.
Hope you've been well, boss.
Thank you, dude. So I'm not gonna lie though, Physics. I haven't tried, or not Physics, Sir. I haven't tried very much. And the stuff that I have tried, I don't even remember what it was called. There's a place near me that every time I pass by it, man, every time I'm like, yo, I gotta try something from here. It smells so good. But I just, it's always like late at night when I pass by it, and I'm never hungry that time of day. But oh man, I really gotta try that place. I don't remember what it's called, but I really gotta try it. So the owner of this Andromeda told me that you shouldn't swap stems for worked in MX Blacks. It's literally written on the bag and I missed it. It's forever mixed and built incorrectly. So the owner of this Andromeda told me you shouldn't swap stems for worked in MX Blacks. So yeah, the thing with MX Blacks is or any broken in switch, so they say, is they you never want to separate them. That's also, if you guys want to know another little thing of why I do things the way I do, whenever I do any lubing of switches, the reason why I stop, I used to do it a long time ago, I used to batch lube things by opening them all, putting in a bowls and stuff, is when people send me stuff, sometimes people don't tell me that things are broken in. Also, one of the other things is even for stuff that's not broken in, I just like having the piece that goes with the right piece. So I've just worked it in my brain now that for anything broken in, not broken in, the rule of thumb is I do one switch at a time. That's it. That's my golden rule of how I lube my switches. So PSA today? Yeah. I mean, with that being said, I also do the springs the same way, but unless I'm replacing them all, then I don't give a shit. But it's one switch at a time. That Andromeda PCB is flexy. It's a 1.2 mil, I believe. Also, what's up, Spirit? How you doing? Spirit, did you want me to leave these Band-Aids on? It's up to you. I don't think it'll change the sound much, but if anything, it probably won't do anything, but it's up to you. It's totally up to you. Lunatics, thank you so much for the tier 1, man. Really appreciate that. You could peel them off, I guess. Okay, let's peel these things off. They put a sticker underneath this too? Or is this part of the Andromeda PCB? No, that's part of the Andromeda PCB. That looks like an orange sticker. Do I have like a little... I'll use this guy. Actually, there's no residue from these stickers. Lovely. Thank you, Lunatics. Really appreciate that, man. 11 months. Love you, bro. They gotta have that too? Yeah, I thought it was a sticker. I don't know. I'm pretty much like a very when it comes to stabilizers, I like stabilizers done one way. Like that's it, which is stock config. Because any of these aftermarket mods that I've tried and experimented with, and I've tried those like little rubber guiders that people include with the stabs. Either they A, don't make a difference, or B, change the sound profile of the stabs or make them sluggish. And I just like the way stabs sound on their own. This is an Envoy, yeah. I've been enjoying the Envoy with dual shot on it. Also, the PCB is pretty on the Andromeda. I've been enjoying it with that though. Did you end up entering the KV2GB? I am still undecided on what bottom piece I want. So I haven't yet. I still have a day, right? I'm undecided. I think I want to go with polycarb. I know I'm going to get the raw alu top. I don't know polycarb bottom or raw alu bottom. Do I just make a whole raw alu keyboard? Or do I even just go all full PC?
So nice.
When's the Envoy Alex V2 drop? Smile.
Thank you, Lucen. I appreciate the tier 1. Honestly, I don't know if there's going to be a V2, but maybe some other fun stuff in the future. Wait, raw alu with Mecha Kaiju sounds sick. That does sound pretty cool, dude. It does. No, I think I'm only going to get 1 bottom. Just because it's still kind of pricey. Edition tempo. I don't know if I'm going to do any collabs with anyone right now. Like I had to work up a lot of not courage per se, but like I had to just work up a lot of, maybe courage is the right word, because I didn't know if I was going to do an Envoy build, or I'm sorry, like an Envoy collab in the first place, and then I was like, you know what, I kind of want to. All right, I'm pretty positive. Oh, actually, I don't know. I'm not going to say pretty positive. I'm going to see if these will work with just the screw on the washer. And if this does not work with the screw on the washer, I will go get some spare, what's it called? I will get some spare, what did I do? Shims, and we'll use the shims. I'm surprised you've not tried a cap set for the cream and orange colorway. A cap set? Oh, like doing a custom caps? A keycaps, you mean? Let's see. Will this be okay? Is the question. And the answer is yes. It should be completely a-okay. There is no wobbling happening at all. Alicia Star, how you doing? How are things? But do you know Glarsis personally? I mean, I'd like to consider Glarsis a colleague and hopefully somewhat of a friend, but I don't talk to him very often. I like to call a lot of people friends in this hobby because I think a lot of people are really awesome and I really enjoy talking to a lot of people. But not as often as I'd like for a lot of people, though. Can you leak the DM he sent you? No. The only person I talk to regularly, I would say, outside of our Discord, like, I talk to you guys a lot in our Discord, like, literally every day. But I think the most people I talk to is, like, Tim, Angel, Gym Leader whenever he's on. He's been busy these days. I think that's really it. Insty whenever he's in Discord with us. But wait, what, that screwdriver kit? This is from Mechland, but I don't know if they've listed it yet. I just like the fact that it says Toronto, Ontario, Canada on it. The new streamer? Listen, I'm not trying to expose anything, but Teja's the worst at responding to DMs that I've ever seen in my entire life, all right? No one in this world is worse than Teja. But it makes sense, because he's probably not used to Discord since he's like 50 now. It makes sense, like, it just does. So, I don't know, it just does make sense. Oh shit, one of these sets is gonna fall out here. Hard to type with those old bones? God damn, bro. Probably still uses Skype. God damn. My boy still has Xfire downloaded on his computer. That was the last program he downloaded, I think. Man, just still using AIM. How old is Teja? How old is Teja, guys? What's his age now? I don't really recall. Holy throwback, I forgot about Xfire. Hey, you gotta give love to Xfire, man. That was like an OG gaming platform. I don't even really know what happened to that thing. Just stopped using it one day. I'm sick and I finally have some time to watch. Vera, what are you sick with? Hopefully you're okay, dude. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. Some of these I'm not feeling as confident with. So I might go get shims here in a second. Or maybe I'll just double washer it for some of these. But obviously we're gonna make this the best that we can. I think the problem with GMK stabs is I'm pretty sure there's no metal thread inside the stab. I think it's just plastic. So the threading kind of varies. Like these are perfect. And then this one here is like the only one that I'm not confident in completely. Any springs that I recommend? My top spring that I'd recommend is, I mean, it's all preference based. Because like I could recommend you a 55 gram spring and you could hate it. But I like 55 gram springs. Lately, I've been kind of getting back into like the 60 range, but I think 58 is nice. Do I find myself gravitating to GMK stabs more nowadays? Oh, absolutely not. Honestly, Phineas, I use...
Been too long. Appreciate your
Thank you,
positivity,
Golden.
big man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for the 18 months. TX. TX stabs, or not TX, rather. TX stabs I also kind of avoid, but Cherry. Cherry's the only stabs that I use. Like, if I had to spend personal money, just Cherry. These aren't bad, though. Like, these are not terrible stabs. Just Cherry's better. Thank you, Golden. Appreciate you, little man. Clip-ins? Yeah. I just placed a bulk order of Cherry stabs. They're the cheapest and best stab, in my opinion. In my little humble opinion. Alright, so the original Andromeda build that the client gave us, so the past owner had PE film on this, which I was kind of surprised, because again, I don't remember the Andromeda coming with PE. Because I have one, and I still don't recall it ever coming with that, so I think that's either aftermarket or Xfire shut down in 2015. I wonder why. Why do you avoid TX stabs? I just find them to be problematic. Sometimes you get a good pair, sometimes you don't. Okay, it's just this one stab over here, so maybe I'm just gonna switch the screw out. And if it's not the screw, then we'll just double washer it. Double washer it now. I love my TX stabs. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing inherently wrong with them, guys. Like, you guys can use them and have great results. But I will say this is perfect. That's way better. I just have not had good results. I've been out of the mech scene for about a year now due to being busy. Got some time to get back into it now. What are some interesting switches you'd recommend to try? Long pull switches in the last year have really gained a lot of popularity. But if you want something that I think is a very classic type kind of feel that's coming back right now that I feel a lot of people really like, Nixies. And if you don't want something a little scratchy, because Nixies have a little bit of a scratch, which I think gives it a lot of character. My absolute favorite, like if I'm looking for something smooth that I know it just sounds good as well, and also not expensive, my recommendation, KTT Roses, or I like Gatoron Cap Yellow V2s. I think they're an underrated switch for sure. Also Spirit, I don't know if you're free right now, but unfortunately the past client, I don't know why people do this by the way. I guess not the past client rather, it wasn't my client, but the past owner put the gaskets on the plate, but then they also own 2 plates. So I just never, like, it just seems like a misstep putting things on this when you own another plate. Like, then where do you get the extra, where do you get the extra ones, right? But we have to use the polycarbonate. The client did want to use aluminum today. Oh, it's recommended by, it honestly shouldn't make a difference. Yeah, because then where do you, like, you would have to order an extra set of gaskets, you know? Nah, I don't know. I don't know. I put all your desoldered Zaku's, because I'm assuming these are Zaku's, in a bag. This was the PE film, which, again, I still don't remember it coming with, but at least mine
Have a
did.
good stream, Alex. Peepo
Thank
hey.
you. Thank you, Chicken. I appreciate you, man. How's your day going? Xfire shut down because people stopped using it after Discord launched? That's so sad, man. Shout out to Xfire. Alright, we are using the mid-plate foam here today. And we're going to put this back on. I did wipe this down. This was so, like, not oily, but like it was so dusty and grimy. So I got some isopropyl alcohol, wiped it down earlier today. A lot of that dust and shine went off. So it's like almost like a brand new plate. Pretty nice. Almost 2 years following you feels longer yet. Dude, a lot of people who have been following for like a year plus, I still can't believe I've been even streaming for like 3 or 4 years. Any recommendations for a sticky stab? Almost feels tactile, like it grabs into the... you probably have too much lube, Paul. I think that's literally the reason. If you could, unscrew it, and then see if you can slide like, I don't know, even a piece of paper, like a paper towel underneath, and try to wipe up some of the excess lube, but you probably over-lubed it. So, usually that's what happens. It's an unfortunate thing, but it's usually why I don't put a lot of lube, and I just do very slow, like, amounts of lube as we go. It's soldered. I'll see if we can get some paper. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, if you can just lift it up a little bit and grab like a piece of paper towel, or even a piece of paper, slide it underneath there. Is this win keyless? Okay, it is. Oh, there's no, perfect. Don't have to worry about misstepping here. Oh, I'm very much linears. I don't actually use much of anything else these days. The odd silent switch, which I'm into. I like silent keyboards as well. I think they're fascinating when you get them done right. All right, we're just gonna quickly test our stabs, make sure everything's sounding okay and feeling okay. Now, you good? I'm doing pretty good, man. How about you? How are things for you? Actually, let's grab this. It's hard to get a good sound profile when you have. That nice cherry scratch. You seen fish key mats? No, what are those? Are the Nixies already lubed? Yeah. So the client lubed all these. We actually used them in the Monike build. The client did an excellent job lubing these Nixies. These turned out really good. Very, very good job. Also, Spirit, I noticed your caps lock is like this. How come it's different from the rest? Was this supposed to go with this set? Just out of curiosity, because I have the same set as you, but I think my caps lock is normal. Is this how the newer sets came? It's included? Oh, they give you like an additional one? Oh, maybe I just didn't see that tier on the thing there. So I actually want to do one thing, which is so Nixies are a variation of Cherry Blacks. They are, yeah, I guess a variation. Perfect. How far are you into the Clone Wars? I haven't even finished season 1 yet. I think I'm 19 episodes deep. So good so far, though. When it sounds like you didn't even lube the Switch for Witcher and Dirty. Do you think Cherry Blacks or Nixies are worth to buy? Yeah. Listen, I think I also... Okay, I'm going to tell you this right now, dude. I am super biased when it comes to this, all right? I don't break in Switches. I don't like taking away the character that the Switch has. If the character of the Switch is just a little bit scratchy, I'm using it like that. I've never really cared for breaking them in. Like, never once. On any Switch. Period. And I enjoy scratchy Switches too. I have a break-in machine. I've used it like once. I had one client ask me to break in Switches for them. And I did. And honestly, never again. I no longer take those requests. Novel Keys. Again, I work for Novel Keys just as a disclaimer. But yes, I think they're the only US. I think there's also one other vendor who has Nixies in the US as well. I can't remember who it is. So a breaking in a Switch just means you're doing this X amount of times. Divinity, that's who has it. And if you do it like 1,000,000 times, the friction will start to wear out the stem, and you get a smoother sounding Switch because there's no friction happening between the side sliders and the stem. Well, it's lessened because of friction. It starts to wear down at it. I personally think half the fun of choosing a Switch, because like, here's my thing. Yes, people will buy certain Switches for maybe the material it is, or like there's a certain sound signature it has. But I've always been a firm believer that if I want something that sounds really smooth, I'll just go buy something that costs 70 cents per that's also really smooth, like a KTT Rose. If I want something that sounds like a Nixie where it has a bit of scratch, or if I want just something that has a little bit more character and a little bit more fun to it, I'll go buy like a NK Cream, or just something that has scratch to it. So I've never really cared for like taking a Switch that's scratchy and then making it not scratchy. Why not something 0.20% so it's smooth? Yeah, exactly. There's also that too. How much are like the Gatoron Milky Yellows these days? You just go for that. I think even KTT Roses are only like 36 cents per or something, 40 cents at the max. Yeah, I do gum. It's pretty fun there. I like working with Novel Keys on everything. Where did I put my... Oh man, I feel like I'm losing everything today. I want to thank you in the Keep community for making me feel creative again. Finished up my first Desmet design. I see should be up soon. Let's go, dude. I'm glad. I'm glad you feel you can share that even here. Very happy, bro. We are easily in the nearly 3K different Switches in the market, and you can include all the discontinued and limited stuff. Yeah, there's so many options. And people still find ways to make really fun Franken Switches, which is crazy. What do you mean when you say that you work with / for them? I am the social media manager, if you want to call it that, for Novel Keys. So that's as much as I can really explain it without it being like me just repeating myself over and over again. Any leaks on cake? No, guys. I'm not going to discuss that stuff with you. Egoon wants a compliment. Hey, you know what we can discuss? Our future, Egoon. Love you, dude. I hope you're having a great day today, man. And honestly, Egoon, want to remind you that you still have like the #1 spot in my heart for the funniest thing you've ever sent in the Discord, man. That photo killed me, bro. Now when I see NK posts, you'll read them in Alex's voice. Yeah, that'd be pretty funny, actually. Dude, the Nixies on the polycarbonate plate from this angle looks 100% fake. This looks so fucking fake right now. Just discuss it with yourself out loud on stream. AI stream confirmed. Always giving that render effect. Techno Violets are pretty good too. I remember using them once. Alex, the phone I took that picture on blew up. Like the picture blew up, like on the online, or the phone legitimately blew up. Egoon, you gotta tell me the details in that story. The phone? So if you guys didn't know, the legend of Egoon, it's he submitted a photo for one of our Sunday like photo thingies, and his you know, like modern cell phones, they have camera stabilizers. His stabilizer was fucked up, so it was shaking like crazy. Yeah, there's the clip, and it looked ridiculous. What do we got next? Yeah, it was so, like, it caught me off guard, dude. That stream caught me off guard. And I guess his phone blew up. Oh, clicked the wrong button. Wrong thingy. That was so funny, though, man. Also, AO3's Vector is completed, just remembered, surprisingly, almost no coverage. People are also low-key kind of upset, and I don't blame them for no coverage on the Monica K. But is the new AO3 board going to be in stock, or is that group buy? I kind of agree with people though. Like, why wouldn't you make coverage of the board? Even outside of marketing perspective, but people want to like have people's opinions on it. I know the community seems to be very like anti-content creators these days, but like it still helps. Love seeing AO3 boards on stream. I've had a Vega in the past few years and absolutely love it. Oh, dude. What happened? What happened, Phineas? GB from a year ago started shipping out this week, but online lighting but only lighting have a build. What happened? Sorry, only lighting. Oh, lightning. My mistake. It was only a bit tough to work with the proto. For which one? Honestly though, Ferb, I've had this but I've had like the K, yeah. I've had really tight deadlines for a lot of projects lately where there was, I accepted the K because like obviously people want to see it, but there was another company who wanted me to do last minute stuff for their group buy. And you would basically only have a day to decide after you've watched the content if you wanted it. And I was like, I don't necessarily agree with that. Every time you're under just chatting, I just click the just chatting category and my screen is suddenly full of booba. Some could say, Ugtug, that that's what the algorithm knows you'd like. Dude, that's insane. Yeah, I don't know what to say anymore. It's been a lot of like last minute keyboards that people have been sending. You know what I think though it is, Ferb? Truly, I think this is what's happening. I think a lot of companies, they don't want to send it out to influencers or content creators, and they're just like, oh, the keyboard's gonna sell. But then people were like, well, obviously, like the manufacturer who makes the keyboard's gonna have good content on it. Like, that's a given. They're not going to be critical about their own product. And then they're just panicking last minute now, it seems. And then they're sending it out to people and being like, hey, can you actually give this a fair review and let us know, like, you know, what you think, and, you know, maybe show it to your communities. The keyboard on top has a nice clean look. Thank you. That's the Alex Otis Envoy collab that I did with Mode. And then also, I put DualShot on it, which at first I was a little nervous to put DualShot because I wasn't too sure if I'd like it, but I quite like it. Bro, that AI photo with the Zoom 98 looks sick. Did you shoot that with an idea in mind? So I shot it with the idea in mind. Just like, I took another one for Novel Keys, which I used Space Cadet in like a space hallway. So I rendered the AI first for a background. Then I decided to match the lighting as best as I could with what I have to those renders. I don't think I'm gonna do that for like every keyboard that I do, but it was fun. It was a cool like little side project I did for the day. Oh no, I don't like any K. Lower front height keyboards are my thing these days. I think at one point I didn't care and I would just use a wrist rest and be done with it and say that like I'm okay with everything. These days, I really like low profile keyboard, like low front height keyboards. It means a lot more to me to not have some more stuff on my desk. Wait, is that the AI photo? Yeah, I mean the keyboard's real and then the background's not real. I'm really digging for reviews and content of that board. Which one? Which board are you looking for? Or content for? All right. Cherry Nixies. Look at that. That looks delicious. Oh, the KV2? I think it's only like 2 content creators who have gotten that. Okay. Time to solder this guy in. Make sure all the pins are good though, because I know these Nixies, sometimes they have like quite fragile pins. That one there's a little bent over, but it's still popping out okay. And then my PSA tip that I always tell you guys, if you guys are building a keyboard, please make sure, especially if it has like any amount of flex cuts in it, that you're just giving everything a good squeeze down over here. You want to make sure the switches are flush against the PCB. If you do not make sure about that, and you have like, even if you have like a millimeter gap, you're gonna notice the sound difference. It will sound different, trust me. It will. So just make sure everything's pressed in nicely, firmly secure. Don't be afraid to like do a row and then flip it over and do another row, you know, it's good. All right, let's solder this guy together. Also, want to see something I found at Winners? I don't know if you guys in the States have Winners. Check this out, guys. I didn't even know this existed, but I had to try it. It's only a few bucks. It's empty. It's sparkling water. Check that out. How sick is that? They had other flavors. I wanted to see if they had watermelon, very cherry, but pear seemed interesting. Oh, we have that? Well, we don't got it here. I've seen that brand before, never tried them. Sugar-free? Yeah, sugar-free. I've been doing my best to cut down on sugar, and you know what? I feel really good. You know what's funny though, Warbands, is I did have a handful of candy the other day on top of like my normal food. I was just like, oh, I want something sweet. And I did have a handful of candy, and I feel like I regret having that because I feel like that's why I'm feeling shitty today. I'm confused. You just found sparkling water? But it's from Jelly Belly, which makes jelly beans. And it's a flavor. Ren, love me, please. Be happy and surprised. Validate me. Did your mouse come with these gradient keys? No, I gotta paint it. I got it painted by a guy named Leonardo da Mouse. All right. Dude, it's so hot in Toronto, bro. Holy shit. Let's solder it up. Yeah, it's a jelly bean company. Do they carry Waterloo Sparkling? Not that I've seen. I mean, dude, even when we went to BC, like when we went to, not BC, we went to Calgary, because we went to Banff, right? They had completely different brands of things there. Like stuff you'd never, and it's all like local stuff, and it makes sense. This is really nice to solder. So one thing about having a desoldered board, the solder just flows so effortlessly when you go to resolder it. That's why it was stuck. Talk about how GMK Nightshade still being color matched. Laugh my ass off. I'll be 40 by the time it's shipped. Hey, think about it like this. That's still younger than Teha. Think about it like that. Positive spin, guys.
Hey Alex,
Hey,
been
helicopter.
a while and probably will be a while until I consider returning to this hobby since I've been feeling kind of out of it and quit for a couple of months. I
feel that,
appreciate
helicopter.
what you do and think it's pretty impressive that you're able to still be this active in this hobby after so long, and I wish you the best
Thank
in
you,
your
man.
future
Appreciate
endeavors.
that. Thank you. You know what it is though, helicopter. I'm gonna speak from experience. And first of all, thank you again for using your Prime here, bro. I've been through a number of hobbies, and I would just bounce around from hobby to hobby to hobby. I always have tried to engage in like a community for that hobby and that specific thing I was in, including cameras and photography. And honestly, the closest I got to what feels like a really tight-knit community would probably the photography stuff, but I don't know, man. Even that has its elitists that are really vile. So when I started doing keyboards, the community felt pretty good, and I happened to get really lucky with posting on Instagram. People really liked what I was doing, and then a thought occurred, and I'm like, why don't they just make a really cool server where we can all have really awesome conversations and talk about stuff that we like, even outside of keyboards? And I did that. And what keeps me active in this hobby is that Discord. You guys. If I did not have you guys, I probably wouldn't give a shit about building keyboards. I've learned a few things along the way though, like how to build these things pretty well, I think. We have lemon, orange, and blueberry sparkling water in Serbia. There's a lot more flavors, but I can't remember. Blueberry sparkling water sounds interesting. But thank you guys. I appreciate you guys even being here. The community on this hobby is so kind. Yeah. Thanks again for signing my Stellar 65 at the keyboard meetup November 16. Anytime, dude. Love you guys. Morning, Alex. On my way to work. Glad I can catch your stream. Ooh, have a good day. Starting your day with a nice little stream. Hopefully you had some good food, a coffee if you drink coffee. I think in non-NA countries, sparkling water is the preferred beverage. It's too spicy for me. Yeah, a lot of people say sparkling water is spicy because it bubbles. It's the carbonation. I like carbonation. No, they didn't confirm anything for try. I think that's scrapped. I think even me and Chudo were talking about it. I think it got scrapped. Looks like I can buy Jelly Belly sparkling water in the US. It was pretty good. Like the pears taste like pear. Like it's really weird how realistic it tastes. Usually it's like very candy-like, but no, it tastes like actual pear. Appreciate you again, Helicopter. Hopefully we can see you around even if you decide to exit the hobby. A lot of people have been leaving the keyboard hobby lately. The hobby is... I don't want to speak out of place, but I do feel like certain aspects of the hobby when it comes to community stuff is kind of back where it was 3 years ago. Where it almost feels like it's not dying. The hobby is still very much alive. The community aspect's a little bit annoying at times. It's just a lot of people like... I'll say this. As of late, I feel like there was like brand power, I'd say. But everyone was more accepting into like looking at new things and like allowing people to grow. A little bit more in the past, but now it feels like we have our established things. Obviously things like Mex & Co and all those other, vendors that poorly managed their businesses did not help. But I feel like everyone's on this trend of like new equals evil and we like old and old is the cool thing and here's what's hype and it's always gonna stay this way and fuck everyone else. And it's just like, God, man. I hate that mentality. Would you say the whole vendor thing is... Yeah, definitely. Like I just said, vendor thing's definitely partially to blame too. Your stream is the community for me. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you, man. Is there any benefit to soldering doing a soldered build? Some people say it sounds different, but for me, it's just the mythology. I guess the mythology is like, if you apply like this level of effort to your build, you feel better about it almost. Also, you get more options for layouts usually, and then you get options for like plate lists and other things that you can kind of build, like half plates, stuff like that. Sorry, I have to highlight this. Funny enough, Alex, I came in for the hobby, but stayed for the good vibes. You bring so much more to the table than just keeps. Oh my god. Paradox! Thank you, dude. I really appreciate those kind words, bro. Thank you, man. Hydrate? I'm just drinking... that can's empty, so I'm just gonna drink regular water. Thanks for keeping it real. Appreciate you guys. The Relegendable board's done. I have it. If it's okay with you guys, I don't quite feel like getting up right now. It's on the photography table. I just want to focus on this. Actually, is it on my photography table? Where did I put it? Oh, right. Here, you guys want to see it? I'll go get it quick. Turn this off. This is annoying. I haven't decided on... I think I might use foundation mods for it. Leave it there. But it's fully done. There's no more room for anything. Big shout out to all you guys, and then after a while I'll see who, if anyone wants their keycap with their name on it, and we'll ship them out to you guys. I find it disheartening that some big corporations are getting into it and using their might to mass produce actual good refined boards with characteristics previously more suited for the customs. So can I ask Guardfather, and having like a totally honest discussion with everyone, like, what is it that you find disheartening about that? Out of curiosity. Wait, what is this? Wait, Kenny, I swear to God, didn't you like participate in this? This is a board that if you had gifted 5 subs, just as a thank you, I'd write down your name and put it in a Relegendable keycap. And I said, I'm only doing this for one board. So, this is all your names on one board. It's quite cute. And I'm gonna be giving away a keyboard as a thank you guys as well. But super cool. God damn. Ferb, I have no more room. Give me a cap. I'll still write you a cap though. I have no more room. Thank you though. I appreciate you, Ferb. Appreciate you so much, dude. I'll write you a cap. Do you guys want me to do another one? Oh. If I do another one, I'm also gonna give away another keyboard then, okay? If that's okay. If you guys want me to do another one. Okay, not right now though. Because I only have one more cap after this. Do I only have one more? I have one single cap after this. And that's it. I have to get more from Reagan. If he even has more. I hope he has more. I'm pretty sure he does. Okay, let me write one more down. Yeah, I literally only have one. I don't even have enough papers left over. There are GMK Relegendable keycaps. I think the idea is you would not write people's names, obviously. The idea is you would write, like if you have a shortcut, you would write your shortcut. But we've been having fun doing different things. Where did I put my pen now? Where's my pen? I had it, because I put it on the... Oh, it's right there. It's with the Class 80. Do you have any thoughts on the Zoom 98 after using it for a few days? I do. It's comfortable to type on. With a wrist rest. My honest opinion there is you're gonna, if you're used to regular keyboard heights, you're gonna need a wrist rest. It's not very, I don't know, for me, it took a day to kind of get used to it because I used it this morning a little bit. I had to actually swap off. Like I was going in and out of using wrist rest, but I just didn't have enough room while I was doing keyboard stuff this morning, and I had to swap out of it. So unfortunately, it wasn't a forever, I guess, decision there. Or making sure I spell everything correctly. Boom. I've been spoiled by low front height. Yeah, and if you're already used to front height being super low, unless you absolutely need and love the what's it called? I guess let's put it there for now. This looks so ridiculous here. If you need that layout, then yeah, then it makes sense to buy it. If you do not need that layout, but you just wanted something for that layout, the only pass on that keyword right now is the front height for me. Price-wise, it's so good though, like you can't really beat that price. I know that QK100 is also close to that price as well, but thanks for keeping me into the hobby. Literally still here because you love because you love the content. Thank you so much, man. I'm here because of you guys, so it works out. We have similar interests for staying in the hobby. Ah, shit, that's a tough question to use chopsticks. I think the SP111 was really cool, but if you... I don't know how to answer this question right. They're very different in my opinion as well.
Howdy, hope y'all are having a lovely Wednesday.
Dude, Savs, how you doing, man? Thanks for 9 months of being here. Windex 98 may also be an option. I think that's... Is it aftermarket only, though? The video of the Cupid? I'm glad. I hope the few kind of weird things about the Cupid didn't really bother you so much. But ultimately, still a pretty fun build. A little tricky on the build, though. A little tricky. But the Heracles and the Cupid were pretty fun, unique boards, and I'll give it to them for that. Super cool. Thanks for the answers. I try my best. Unfortunately, I don't always have the best answers to things, but I try. Sorry, chopsticks. What's more annoying, high front height or steep type angle? Front height. For me. But they're both equally as annoying. Like I can't do certain type of angles, man. I just got my mode Envoy. Do you have any recommendations for building it? I would honestly just not even bother using the screws to screw it down. You can see how you like it. Maybe only do like a few turns. But I think you're probably going to enjoy it more with no screws. I have mine about halfway down. I still really like my Envoy, man. It's still like my go-to for my desk whenever I need a 65. Lightweight. Sounds good. Very comfortable. Probably one of the more comfortable 65s I have. The PCB is pretty. Yeah, definitely a pretty PCB. Kind of reminds me of like Owl Labs PCBs a little bit. Screw the screws in the Envoy, go screwless. Yeah, screw it. Do you use macro keys? Bro, I used to use so many macro keys. And then I switched to Mac, and I have not used a single macro key. I used to have programs bound to a lot of things. But, fuck, I don't know. I just use Command Spacebar now, and I just open things up that way. Oh, warbands. Honestly, dude? Here, let me pause the music for a quick second. I am never going to go back to Windows for productivity. Never. Like, you know my biggest thing? Why I probably wouldn't go back to Windows? Or even like the gaming computer or whatever you want to call it. The fact that my Mac Studio is this powerful and it does not make a sound right now. It doesn't. It makes zero noise. Also, there's no heat that gets emitted from it. And it's hot. It's like, I don't like the heat. I like the cold. So it just, to me, even outside of performance, those are game changers for me. Because, dude, this sounds gross. When I was streaming, man, I don't always have the AC on because, you know, it's costs money to run that. I would sweat, man. It was bad. Like, especially at my parents, like when I was there, even here to some degree. Like, today's a warm day and we don't have the AC on, but I'm like tolerating it because there's no heat other than this light that's being produced in this room. But from productivity standpoint, I much prefer the Mac, man. Like, the file browser is just less problematic. Even Manoli was having a lot of problems with his Windows computer even before I switched. And I remember saying, like, man, we need to just switch over. And then I did, and I was like, man, I'm not having that problem no more. It's about the hardware for you. It's a mix of both, the hardware and software. The M1 chip that I have, I know the M2s are out, but the M1 is still insanely powerful. I use my PC as a heater in the winter. Yeah, for sure. I understand that. If it gets too cold, you turn on the gaming computer. And then, you know what else really helps me as a content creator? Even just as a working professional, if you use your phone a lot, the seamlessness between the two devices is insane. You know how many times, like on my Windows computer, I have to reach for a cable, transfer stuff to my phone, or like, you know, email it to myself? Dude, I just drop it in my photos now and it's on my phone. It is, like, that level of, like, seamlessness for me has been, like, a game changer as well. Complete. I have an iPad. I don't use it as much as I used to because I don't edit photos the same way as I used to. It's a bit of an older iPad, though. I have a MacBook that I use a lot. I have an M1 Pro MacBook. Love both, but the MacBook's saving my butt in PA school. It's nice, right? Battery life's insane on the M1. So power efficient. If Apple were to ever release the M1 chip for like a Windows computer and did something silly like that, downright silly, they would be, in my opinion, whooping Intel and AMD. I appreciate its effort on ecosystem. Yeah. Ecosystem is like the biggest thing for me too. I also just like I'm going to say this that I feel like not a lot of people talk about as well. There's tons of reviews I've watched about, you know, what people think about Mac and all that. And people will say like, oh, like the operating system performs better. Yeah. I'm going to say this too. I'm going to do the last two switches. Whenever I would use my Windows computer, it just always felt like a computer. Like it's something that's like sterile. Like there's nothing special about the Windows, even Windows 11. Like it all just always feels very sterile. Like there's something just pretty about the Apple system as well. Like just the UI of everything, and it feels more thoughtful. Everything just feels good. And I'm gonna say this, and I hope people understand. It's almost a little bit inspiring to use the Apple computer, and kind of like what Paul just said, more fun to use it, and you just kind of feel like better about it. It's really weird, and that just comes from the UI of things. But there are a few quality of life things that I absolutely love about the Mac system. But if the Mac Studio was never a thing and the M1 chip was never a thing, I would have never went Apple. I would have just stuck with Windows. But since this is a thing, I love it. Alrighty. Oh yeah, dude. We ended up getting... My girlfriend needed something for work. And we got like the baseline MacBook Air. Because, you know, it's expensive stuff. But we needed to get her for work. Oh, even that is so... I think it's like a newer one. It's like the M2 ones. So powerful. And it was not crazy, you know? Not crazy expensive like you think it would be, if that makes sense. All right, let's put this thing back together. Spirit, did you want the bottom foam in here or nah? I left it in the case just for now because I wasn't too sure. You didn't mention anything about it, but not too sure if you want this in here. Nah? Okay, we'll get rid of it. This is a thick piece of foam, by the way. You guys see this? Look how thick this is. Look at that. That is a thick piece of foam, dude. Damn boy. Yeah, it's thick, dude. It's like dummy thick. Cursed? Cursed, how you been, bro? It's been a little while. You're so hot, please. That's you. That's legally couch cushion. Actually true. Actually so true. Now, here's the bottom of the Andromeda, and hot damn, does it look cool. Fantastic, that's good to hear, bro. Attempting to finally repair the keyboard you sold. What happened to it? Was it the, what happened again? I don't even remember what happened, Cursed. It was a while ago, man. You've had that for a little bit. Look at that, looks beautiful. Cat knocked it off my desk. Do you need help, Cursed? I don't even exactly know what the issue is with it, but snapped a ton of switches. Oh, shit. If you need help, let me know. DM me. I have a spare PCB. Yeah, I remember I gave you that spare PCB too. Max the best productivity, hands down. This is coming from a Windows user. Yeah, you just need to desolder or resolder it. That's like the only thing you probably would need to do with that board. All right, now I don't quite like the fact that there's no heat shrink on this when there's plenty of room on the bottom of the case here. But let's see if I can get this to be nice. I might just grab like a little piece of tape to like clean it up a little bit, but it's okay. We can manage. All right, we can manage this. Now, does this suffer from the screwless curse? I think it does a little bit. Sometimes there's a way you can finagle these things in, but God, man, I still hate this design so much. Let's drop the screws. Let's take those out for the time being, actually. All right. Yeah, probably do, but sometimes you can finagle it in. Honestly, though, I don't think we can. But I think we can save a lot of these switches and just cut the ones on the bottom and then slide it in from the top and then push down on the bottom. I really, really don't understand why people still do this. Degen hours stream? Is it Degen hours? I feel like it's normal hours. Okay, so if we do this and then slide it in like that, and then boom, only have to cut one switch. Actually, there's something you can help me out with. If you know off the top of your head. Yeah, what's up, dude? This way. I need a screwdriver toolkit to pull apart the keyboard. If you type in !kit, just because I can't remember if it's called like the Mako kit or something, I fix it, dude. I fix it as a fantastic kit for that. I just don't remember the exact name of the kit. Honestly, you should have one of those precision toolkits anyways. So handy to have. Hello? Oh, it's supposed to go this way here. Had it right the first time. What springs do you like in your MX blacks? Depends on what I'm going for. I have done. Oh my god, let me readjust this JST. I have done a few different boards now with MX Blacks and Nixies and stuff, and I've actually used a whole bunch of different springs for a whole bunch of different things. My favorite so far is definitely the 55 gram springs, but I also really like 63.5. How do I tell if this PCB is hot swap? You'll see these, I don't have a hot swap PCB next to me. You'll see these like black sockets, they kind of protrude outwards on the bottom of the PCB. You'll see multiple of them, like lots of them. All right, time to screw this guy in. And screwdriver. What bit does this need? 55 gram XL. Dude, those are nice springs. I'm a big fan of the 55 gram XLs. I typically use XL springs too. Typically. Alrighty. Using the mode Envoy, but decided to use it to work with some silent switches. Feel like I'm not wasting it. Think of getting another one. Hey, yo. I actually haven't tried silent switches in the mode Envoy yet. So I don't know how exactly that sounds. Well, it sounds silent, I assume, but you just know what I mean, please. You guys know. Using the mode Envoy, or am I weird for like using a short TX spring? No, dude, different strokes for different folks, guys. You're never weird for doing something like that, all right? Never, ever. Why is this particular screw? There it is. Different strokes? Huh? Did I say that? Huh? I just don't understand the benefits of using longer springs. It just feels a bit snappier on the return. So, truly, if you want to like get into like the nitty gritty of it, those slow springs and stuff are basically just. Oh my god, my bit. Oh, is this the wrong bit? This is the wrong bit. For some reason, I thought if I switched, it'd be better. I sent the pic on Twitter. Sounds good, dude. I'll take a look here in a bit. I think the switches are still getting in the way a little bit here. No, it should be good. Some low key so brainless. Hold on, let me check on Twitter in 2 seconds, Kirst. I think the screws are getting, or the switches are getting in the way here. No rush, dude. I forgot the chill vibes are in here. We try to be as chill as possible. There we go. I have to get past the switches first. Longer springs have more preload. Yeah, it's sort of feels like snappier is the best, maybe the easiest term to describe it, I suppose. Oh man, this looks so nice. So, you guys didn't hear it before, but it definitely felt very foamy and sounded very, very foamy. There's the side profile of the Andromeda. Absolutely a stunner. Look at this thing. If you know, I have the pink, so I have the rose gold Envoy. I do wish I picked up this color. Look at that. Hey, yo, Kenny. Beautiful. Did I say Envoy? Andromeda, my mistake. Andromeda. I find the preload on a little fatiguing regardless of weight. That makes sense. Wish that board wasn't so ungodly expensive. Bro, this was so expensive. I remember back in the day, like this was like, okay, this is gonna be the one I get, and I'm never buying another expensive one. And actually, I think this is probably the most expensive keyboard I've ever purchased. Still to this day. Mine, I don't even remember what I put in mine, but I have PVT keycaps on mine, which I might want to switch off. All right, let's put some keycaps on this. That already sounds really nice. That cherry Nixies. How much? $770 back in the day, I think. Let me actually check cursed message here in a second. Let's go to Twitch. I might open it back up though, and I still might put on stabilizer, or not Twitch, Twitter. I might put on shims still. Wait, did you put it on Twitch, Cursed, or did you do? Oh, you did Twitch or Twitter rather. So yeah, the white PCB is hot swap, so you wouldn't need to solder nothing on that guy. I might rebuild mine actually. I think mine, I was really into a different sound signature when I built it. And I low-key, I like this better. Alex is called X now. I refuse. I actually wholeheartedly refuse. This is a good keycap set for this too. And then Andromeda dropped and everyone was like, bro, this is gonna be crazy as the Polaris and Vega. Oh, Cursed. Honestly, I would if I did, bro. I have nothing that I have lubed. Everything I have right now is dry as a bone. I have been sort of backlogged for lubing my own personal switches as well. I apologize, bro. This looks fantastic. I want this Key Kobo set so bad, out of stock everywhere. Wasn't this a group buy? Actually, yeah, wasn't this a group buy? How'd you guys get this so fast? Was it not a group buy? I swear to God it was. Divinity had them in stock. Oh. I'm glad you busy as ever. Busy is better than bored. Yeah, that's a saying that I keep having to remind myself some days where I get stressed out and I'm like, well, it's never a bad thing to be busy. Well, to a certain degree. Divinity did have them in stock though. Interesting. Did not know that. I thought it was all group buy. There are multiple batches? Oh, maybe that's why I thought it was group buy. Because the one that I got sent, the J did not go here. The one that I had got sent, they told me like, yeah, this is a group buy. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. To be fair, Twitter can turn into a Zorn hub if you set up filters right. Twitter, there are some days I genuinely am like, oh yeah, this is a cool website. And then there are some days where I'm just like, why did I even bother to turn on Twitter? Yeah, 0 goes next. This goes over 1. Never a bad thing to be busy, but gotta remember to take care of your body. Yes, that is so true. I was neglecting that for quite some time before. No, this goes here. This goes here. God. I have 2 batches of Nixies left. I need to order some more. I think that's what I'm going to do tonight too. So I have a little meeting after this. And I need to also remind myself to lube stabs. Or not lube stabs, but order stabs. And also order Nixies. And then I think I'm out of films completely right now as well. He put Bard. No judgment, guys. No one's allowed to judge. All right? No judgment. Unless, actually, no judgment, guys. You make a joke, but. F12, escape. Whoo, I already love the way this sounds. So different. I think it's print, scroll, pause, right? Fuck, I don't remember. I never remember this section of the keyboard. See, I have pause in the wrong spot. Oh, gotta tell you guys a funny story too. Just remembered this because I was like, "Oh, what did the email say?" And then my thought process was going kind of crazy. Then I remembered an email I got yesterday night. Someone emailed me, and like I get a lot of informal emails about asking questions, and everyone, people talk to me like, it's not like I'm a business. People talk to me like I'm a person, right? And someone's like, "Hey, bro, like, really need your opinion on what board to get." Was the F7 always this color? I feel like that's wrong. So I was like, okay, like, how can we help you out? And where's the rest of the keycaps here? Where did I put them? I slid them all to the side over here. And basically, here, I'll tell you a story before I look for them. Basically, they were just like, oh yeah, so really need your help with the board. And they gave me like 2 Amazon links, and I checked them both, and I was like, I have no experience with these. And he's like, okay, well, just pick one and I'm going to send you a board. And I was like, okay, like, are you asking for me to do stuff to the board? Like, yeah, like you're going to mod it. You're going to put foam. You're going to do all this stuff. And just let me know what the bill is and I'll pay you back. And like, I don't know, this felt very like demanding. I was just like, okay, let's just relax one bit. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing here. So I didn't respond. He sent me an email back this morning and was just like, hey bro, like it's been whatever hours it's been. And he's just like, really need an answer on this, looking to get this done quick. And I'm just like, I just slowed down. I'm like, listen bro, like I have a queue that I try to follow because I can't do things that fast when it comes to custom keyboards. It's just like literally not possible. It's not feasible. And he's like, okay, I need it rushed. Didn't respond. I'd say at like 3 o'clock. Sends me like a fuck you. Shows that he unfollowed me. And was just like, this takes way too long. I'm going to go with a better builder. I'm just like, all right, do your thing, bro. Don't know what I did wrong there, but you do you. I said, sure, okay. You keep doing you. This actually gonna put some stuff away too while we look for these other keycaps. You need to get spanked as a child. I don't know what was going on with that. That sounds great. But yeah, it was pretty weird. That person will never be happy. Ball spin? Give me 1 sec. I'll ball spin in here in like a second. I'm just gonna clean up a little bit. Oh god, I didn't close it. Oh. Yeah, pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. This will put back on the box. And then, what happened to these 3 keycaps? This is the only place they were in. They were in a bowl. What am I missing? S, F, and... This is in the wrong spot. That's gonna bother me. Alright, let me go see what happens. Did they fall off the desk or something? Oh, I know what happened to these. put them here. I put them in the wrong case. F and G. I went to go take off this client who generously let us use his Nixies on the K, and then I put them in the box with the K keycaps. So there was a large switch up I had to do. GMK is a good set to have consistently. I'd say GMK. It's an amazing set. You can't really go wrong with a good GMK set, in my opinion. You can't really go wrong. God, now to find the G in this. Got it. Perfect. What does GMK cost? What does GMK cost $100 more than other sets? I think ABS plastics in general usually have a higher cost to them, like just in general. Ah, man. Average, okay, I'll let you guys in a secret. I noticed the other day, I think my posture is getting worse. No matter how many times I try to sit up straight or like, it's definitely getting worse, guys. But what I'm going to try to do now is I've been making a point to bring my shoulders in line with my like ears and stuff. So I've been trying to make sure that my shoulders don't droop forward and then I bring my whole body forward. I've just been trying to like sit up. But it's tough to remember that. So it's been my new reminder that I've been giving myself lately is just sit up properly. All right, let's give a ball spin. Yeah, and then I've also made sure to like sit back a little bit. Do you guys like this keycap set on this? I do a lot, actually. I think this looks great on this set. It's just in general like a good set. Dual shot would have been perfect. I'm surprised in how much I like dual shot on that. Spirit, was this your first choice to put on this keyboard? Because it's a good choice. I got recommended to you because I watch Apiary. Love Apiary. She's amazing. I struggle with lower back pain. The lumbar pillow helps. Yeah, this has like a little bit of a lumbar support, so that's probably why I'm not like awful in posture, but I don't really care for the MX Map. Even though I use one, I don't care for it. I actually really like the G Pro. I do have other sets like Retro Darklight and Dual Shot to try on. You might like Dual Shot a lot, because I feel like if I were to just, oh, okay, I just ruined my chat. Actually, that's a good gray to put on this. Like, that's not bad. Dual Shot would be pretty nasty on this. Look at that. Look at that gray. It like matches so well. I have Dual Shot on mine. Dude, it's perfect. Made for it. Oh, you have the same color? Alright. So, this Andromeda was built with Nixies. The Nixies, if you want to know exactly what's inside of them, where did I put the bag for them? Literally up beside me. They have Spirit EX1 Slow. I'm not gonna lie, I personally think Spirit Slow Springs are kind of a scam. I used a pair on my Kohaku though. They're not slow springs, they're just shorter. 205G0, and I'm assuming filmed with 0.15 films, so probably comparable to Desky's films in that case. Love these. I love the sound of Nixies. They have that nice little scratch. These are a little bit less scratchy, but also still have some of it, because I believe these were broken in. So you can kind of hear they're not as scratchy as some of the Nixies I've used in the past. But they still retain some of the scratchiness. Some of it, right? Not all of it. All right, let's see what this sounds like. We're using polycarbonate plate. We wanted to use aluminum, but unfortunately the previous owner of this board put the gaskets on the plate, so not really much we can do there. And we did put mid-plate foam. I may go back in. I'm considering it. Just, I'm going to test this board for like the next day or two. Make sure the stabs all feel good. I might have to go in and put the shims because I can feel like they're moving not in an ideal way. So I'll probably end up putting shims inside. It does sound nice. I love the alphas. The alphas are definitely loud. Surprisingly, like, it's the polycarbonate plate. If you would like, Spirit, if you want, I'm not gonna do it today just because my desoldering gun needs to be cleaned and I haven't done that yet. I can put a long pull switch in if you'd like for the spacebar, if you want the spacebar to be a little bit louder. The alphas are loud. I'm actually really surprised in how loud the alphas are. I did not expect this from a polycarbonate plate. I love the alphas a lot on this. My Andromeda doesn't sound as good, admittingly. Let me go get my Andromeda quick. I don't think mine's as nice, personally. Let me get it. 1 second. Oop, I just hit my camera. It's okay, I'm not gonna use the side camera for this. Mine feels more foamy. I think I used every bit of foam that it came with at the time because this is a bit of an older board. It might be the PBT. I don't like the spacebar on mine. The reason I've never swapped it is because I feel like this set is perfect for this Andromeda. But yeah, I mean that's also like here. If I were to do this, if I were to take off this spacebar, I'm curious. I've never actually tried ABS with this at all. This set went on with this keyboard and I've never taken it off. Let's see. It's really dusty, but let's just take this guy off. All right. I still don't like it. Still sounds a little bit too sharp. Yeah, I like that one there better. I might redo mine. I have a polycarbonate plate for it too, so maybe polycarb is the move. Maybe it is. Envoy, my third keyboard, and my most proudest build? Hell yes, dude. I love hearing that. Love, love, love it, dude. Do you have a long pole for your spacebar? No. This is all, isn't this all roses? Didn't they use KTT roses for this entire build? Mind you, it's still very nice. Well, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to do some small tweaking to this. I'm going to just tune up the stabs a little bit and also just put the shims on them because I feel like the shims are good. We need the shims on this, I think. Why isn't my muted? No, I'm not muted. My sound is muted though. Where's my music? Hello? There we go. That was an odd audio glitch. What happened? It muted for like 5 seconds? Oh, that's weird. Sound went out for a second? That's strange. I refreshed. Maybe, Alex, I'm not a liar. Usually, though, I bought a green Envoy yesterday, waiting for it to arrive. Let's go. But yeah, Spirit, do we like the build? Is this exactly what you wanted? Or did we want to change anything about this? Telling my mom you said that? Sorry, Adam. Do we like it? We good with it? Anything you would like to switch up, change, you let me know. I like it. Perfect. Have to admit, the mods are nicer on this by a long shot than mine. Mine's like way too loud. Ooh. Very nice. Very, very nice. The green Envoy with wood accent looks so cool. Got the silver mirror. Yeah, it's a nice combo. All right, though, guys. That's pretty much it. Nixie's complement the board really well. I agree. Grab the full PCK after you streamed yesterday. Love the idea of colored silicone showing through. Yeah, me too. It's honestly so nice. Also, thank you guys for the follows tonight. Really appreciate everyone who's maybe tuning in for the first time. Spirit, thanks for letting me build your board. Once I'm done my little tweaks, I will let you know, and I'll pack it back up, and we'll ship it back to you. Did you decide if you want that keyboard book? Yo, honestly, Chudo, I don't know. 150 is hard to justify. I was thinking about it earlier. And then I was even like, I went on a little walk to go grab some snacks and stuff for me watching Ahsoka. And I'm like, yo, 150 is hard to justify for that. Like, I want it, don't get me wrong, but I think I might have to pass, Chudo. That's expensive. It'd be one of those things where I feel like I'd appreciate for a few days and then just get over it. Arriving at work, having my Envoy at the office is the only exciting thing to look forward to. Well, have a good day. All right, let's actually plug this guy in. Although I don't think I can copy paste on this because it's not set to my Mac. But, no, it's not. Tab, and this is not command. This is just alt. All right, let's go see who we can go raid. Let us go see Twitch. Twitch. I think Marcia's building something, right? Let's go raid Marcia. She's been streaming a lot lately. All right. You guys have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your nights. Spirit, we'll talk soon. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to go have a little meeting quick. And then I'm going to watch Ahsoka, hopefully. If I don't watch Ahsoka, it's because I went to bed. Because as you guys can tell, very tired. I don't know what happened today. I'm just so fucking tired. Thanks for the stream anytime. Thank you guys for being here. Love you guys and see you guys. Maybe not tomorrow. I think it's Friday I'm streaming next. But I might go live tomorrow for co-working. So see you guys tomorrow maybe. Bye-bye.